I have been very upset with the system because I find it to be a revolving door.
How do they expect me to pay a fee knowing that I didn't have the money to begin with? Knowing that I'm going to be denied in the employment status, how is that going to happen? Whether it's $50, whether it's $200 or $10, it does more harm than good.
Oftentimes, these fines or fees can be levied for minor crimes, even for violations, which aren't technically crimes under New York state law. If you can't pay a fine or a fee, your wages can be garnished, and you can also, in the worst cases, end up behind bars.
I'm on a fixed income. I get $700 a month. My rent is $454. Where am I coming up with $200 to pay for community service? And I have a teenage son to take care of. It just wasn't going to happen.
Taxpayers are spending millions of dollars to enforce fees and fines that people can never realistically pay. It's unjust to the individual facing the fine, and it's also unjust to the taxpayer who has to waste their money on debt collection when we need things like education and transportation.
Everywhere I was going to try to obtain employment just to pay that fine, I was not getting employed because it was showing up. They were telling me, until that's taken care of, you can't get employed. And I remember the judge telling me, if I don't pay it, then I'm going back to jail.
So they come out, don't have a job, don't have no money to pay for the fee. So what happened? They end up back in the system unless they have someone that will put the fees up for them. So I had to make a choice. Do we make sure my granddaughter don't go in the system, or do we pay our bills?
People are literally going without food to pay these unnecessary fines or fees. And so it creates a burden not just on the guilty party, but on the families of people who are over-policed and discriminated against in the first place. And they are doubly so by having to pay these fines and fees.
When you don't have that $200, it's either you pay or you go to jail. That $200 is a lot. I used to believe in the system. They're gonna look at my history and I'll be fine. But obviously it wasn't the case. And so it destroyed my family.
We would like to see a justice system that's accessible, and where justice is accessible, no matter how rich or poor you are, because there should be no price on justice.